Hello, my name is Marisol Smedley, and this will be my screencast for the Unit 5 investigation. The first weather station I was using was the shared group station in Hess Village, and the second weather station was a National Weather Service one at the Fairbanks International Airport. The dates of the observations were February 14th through February 17th. I'll be going over the temperature and wind speed at a certain time of day on campus, and then the minimum and maximum temperatures for both the weather station on campus and the weather station at the airport. I wasn't able to get the dew point, unfortunately, but the dew point is typically similar to the temperature. So this is the temperature plot, and I believe this is from the station in the airport. The gaps are there to separate the days. You can see that it follows the pattern of going up and down, and it got colder over the 4 days. On February 14th at noon, the temperature was about 21.2 degrees Fahrenheit, and there was no wind. The minimum temperature was 2.2 degrees below zero, and the maximum was 17.6. This is from the campus weather station. For the NWS1, the minimum temperature was 14 degrees and the maximum was 32. On February 15th at noon, the temperature was about 17.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and the wind was blowing at 5.6 miles per hour in the direction northeast. On our campus weather station, the maximum and minimum temperatures were the same as the previous day, with a minimum of -2.2 and a maximum of 17.6. For the NWS weather station, the minimum temperature was 3.2 degrees Fahrenheit and the maximum was 26.6. February 16th at noon, the temperature was 8.6 degrees and there was no wind. On campus, the minimum temperature was -2.2 degrees and the maximum was 24.8. For the NWS station, the minimum temperature was also -2.2, but the maximum was 24.8. On the last day, February 17th, the temperature at noon was 5 degrees. The wind was blowing at 4 miles per hour and it was south. On campus, the minimum temperature was -7.6 and the maximum was 15.8. Finally, at the NWS station, the minimum was also -7.6, but the maximum was 10.4 degrees. This is a plot of atmospheric pressure, and I believe it's also it's for the NWS station. It is measured in grams of mercury. This too has gaps to separate the days from each other. Compared to the temperature data, we can see that the pressures don't really fluctuate as much as the temperature. The temperature plot had prominent peaks and troughs for high temperatures and low temperatures, but here they aren't as contrasting with the highs and lows. They also don't really follow a pattern based on what time of day it is. There are some weather maps. These are some weather maps from the news forecast. There will be 4 slides of them, one for each of the days. So since it's February 14th, there's a high over here where the pressure is 1,033 hectopascals. There's light blue over here, which means precipitation, like likely snow, and Fairbanks is over here in the middle of them. February 15th was kind of the same. There's high pressure over here, some snow on the coast, and these thick black lines represent troughs. This means there's low pressure, but the isobars aren't really close enough to specifically define it as such. Troughs are often associated with cloud formation and precipitation, so the light blue pairs well here because it means there's snow. I have 2 maps for February 16th. They're sort of the same though, and similar to the previous ones with the high pressure here and the troughs on the coast. There's an occluded front here, which happens when a cold front overtakes a warm front. Down here there's an area of low pressure. There was a lot of precipitation, mainly on the coast. Right here there's snow, and down here the green represents rainfall. There's a bit of pink along the coastline, which showed that there was a mix of rain and snow. It could have been sleet. On this map to the right, we can also see that the high pressure area moved up north. Finally, there's February 17th. This map is a little similar to the previous day. The occluded front moved a little bit more north, and so it's closer to Alaska's coast. The troughs moved west just a little bit, and they're a little further away from each other. The areas of high and low pressure had moved further away from their previous locations. The low pressure area moved a little more east, and the high pressure area moved more north. And these are all 4 of the days of observation. Thank you for watching.